Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Claire. I've got a friend she's got a big birthday coming up. She loves quite bright colours, rainbow colours, and she loves blue. So her kitchen is decorated with a really deep, beautiful kind of navy, a bit lighter than navy, but a really lovely deep blue. So for her big birthday, I want to do a painting for her. So I'm going to do a rainbow swipe. I'm going to do a double swipe. So swipe one way and then swipe back the other way to get some really beautiful cells. And I'm going to do it in a slightly unusual pattern. So instead of layering the colours down in straight lines, I'm going to go at a bit of a funny angle, a bit of a curve to it. And then I'm going to embellish it with the dark blue. So I'm not sure quite what I'm going to do yet. I thought about writing happy birthday on it. I'm not sure, but it's going to be the dark blue. So excited. Let me show you the colours I'm going to use. Such happy colours. Absolutely love these colours. I've gone for colours that are not too dark because I'd quite like a more pastel-y effect because that will get better against the dark blue embellishment. So my plan is to use these three Amsterdam colours. So this one is manganese blue phthalo, quinacridone rose, ultramarine violet, 4 Pebeo Studio acrylics, orange, green yellow, blue green and red blue, and then 2 Daler Rowney colours, so cadmium yellow hue, but I've added some white, so it's just paler, it's a bit softer, and then some pearl white. So my plan is to lay just the colours down, and then I'm going to drizzle the white over the top, because by drizzling it all over, it should give a really nice pastel-y effect. I'm using a 29 by 42 centimetre canvas. You'll see there's some slightly darker patches on the canvas. That's because the canvas was a bit slack. So I've just sprayed the back with water and just very gently and then just wiped it out. And that's just where some of the water's absorbed through. But now the canvas is nice and tight. As that water dries and evaporates, it somehow just tightens all the canvas. So I've got an order here. I don't think you can see it. I don't think it's in shot, but I've got the order of colours. What I'm thinking of doing is some sort of swirl. So I would normally do straight lines. I just want to see what effect it would have to vary the way I lay the colours down onto the canvas. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 colours here. So I'm just going to pick a colour, one of the middle colours. So I've got the pink. Oh, I've also added Spot On Treadmill Silicone into each cup, probably about 4 drops in each cup. So I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. Let's do a little shape. There we go. And then I'm going to come back and fill in any gaps afterwards. So I'm just going to follow that shape with the colours. Right, that's all the colours down except for the white. So with the white, I am just going to drizzle it. I've done this on a previous swipe. I did a rainbow swipe and I drizzled the white on and it just gave a really pretty pastel-y effect because I want the colours to be quite light. So just having some white draped through. I really liked the effect of it. Right, I think that is fine. So for my swipe, I've got a piece of laminated paper, so it's plasticky. So I'm going to put that in contact with one end and then just slowly pull that across the canvas. I'm just putting it on the edge and I'm just tapping it down just to make sure that it's touching all the way along. And very gently pushing down so that it stays in contact, because it missed a point up there. Done. Right, that took quite a bit of paint off. And then let's just wipe this. I'm going to swipe back the other way. I'll turn the piece of paper over. Right, I actually really like this effect. It's really pretty. It's all blending, but you can see the different bands. I've got a few small cells popping up, so I'm now going to torch it just to pop those air bubbles and create some cells. Wow, what I'm seeing so far, I am loving. I'm going to stop torching a minute because I want there to be enough room for these cells to really expand. If I keep torching, I'm going to get more and more cells, so the cells won't get the opportunity to expand as much. So I'm going to leave it at maybe a good 5 minutes and see what happens. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. So I think this is my new favourite ever swipe. I love it. I'm just so happy with the curve in it. So you haven't got the straight lines. You've just got, I love the composition of it. I'm not going to tilt it. And the reason I'm not is because I want to keep all these tiny little details. So the cells are all quite small. They're all quite crowded, quite packed in. But that's exactly what I want because I'm going to be embellishing this. If I was leaving this as a painting just like this, I might tilt it, I might do balloon kisses, I might do something else. But this is basically just the background, the base for something else. So this is absolutely perfect for my base. I love the little white, there's little white specks all the way through. You can see here the little white traces going through. It's just so pretty. And it's just so interesting because obviously if you look there, you've got the blue and the orange next to each other, but you can see the blue is swiped over, the orange is swiped over the blue. So the orange is in between all the cells. Then the blue is in between the green cells. It's muddied slightly underneath, but that's because I put real contrasting colours next to each other. I'm so happy. The big risk I am taking by not tilting anything off is that there is a lot of paint on this canvas. So there is a massive risk that this could crack or could not dry well. But it's a risk I'm going to take. The other thing to bear in mind is there's more paint in the centre because I swiped off both edges. So it's not completely even. So that could be a problem. But I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to see what happens. So fingers crossed, I'll be back when it's dry. So the painting is now dry. I'm about to show you it, but I need to explain something first. I've embellished it and it went wrong. It went terribly wrong. So I asked my friend if she had any words or phrases or anything that meant and had any significance to her. And she likes the word bamboozle. Okay, so I toyed with this idea. I decided I would go with it. I'd put bamboozle on this painting. I spelt it wrong. I'm absolutely furious with myself. She texted me so I knew how to spell it, But when I cut all the letters out and then I templated them onto the canvas, and I got the last 2 letters the wrong way around, and I didn't realise until the day before her birthday when I was going to give it to her. So I'm furious with myself. It's going in the bin. She hasn't even seen it. She won't see it. So I wasn't going to show you. But then I just thought, actually, I've actually put a lot of work into it. And there are some good things about the painting. So I'm a bit embarrassed to show you, but I am going to show you because there are some good things and it's a learning curve. So I want to show you. So this is the finished painting. So I didn't want the word in one long line. I've split it up, as you can see, and I think that works really well. But the E and the L at the end are the wrong way around, and I'm absolutely furious with myself. So I'm just going to ignore that for now and show you what I think are the good bits of the painting. So let me go up close. The first thing you might notice is it's very shiny because I've resined it, and just look at the amazing finish I've got. Can you see the blue? So I embellished it with the blue. It's the iridescent blue black by Pebeo, and look at all the texture. So to start with, I didn't like the texture. I just thought it looked awful, and you can see the stripes of the paint underneath. But since I've resined it, it brings it alive. So you've got a lot of depth, a lot of texture in it. So really, really pleased with that. The reason you've got these ridges is because the paint was quite thick. When I poured the paint on the canvas and then swiped, it was really thick. So it's left some ridges. So initially I didn't like that. Now I love that fact because it just makes it look really interesting. Look at all that depth. I added some little star stickers. As you can see, I did a stencil of the, I did a stencil of the letters and then painted around it. And then I've gone around with silver Sharpie. And then the edges I left with the pattern, with the colour. So I've learnt a lot from this painting. I do think it looks a little bit handmade. I wasn't, even before I realised I'd spelt it wrong, I wasn't completely happy with it. I think there's not enough of the design coming through, the fluid art underneath, but you win some, you lose some. It's done, and yeah, this is the result. So thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to my channel, leave me any comments you'd like to. Great, thanks for watching. Bye.